Hey, it's Les from the TV Dudes. This year, as part of our coverage of ATX Television Festival Season 8, I was lucky enough to sit down and chat with Atypical stars Jenna Boyd and Amy Okuda. The other voice you'll hear asking great questions is Robin Leon from MyTVFamily podcast. You can find her on the socials at MyTVFamilyPod. It's a fun chat, and I hope you enjoy.
We're going to just go right into it and talk about depictions of mental health on television. So we'll just start with an easy one.
Yeah, light question.
We'll keep it light.
Morning.
It's early morning.
But I'm so excited to talk to you. And you as well. He's going to hit you with the heavy dating question.
Yeah,
so hang on.
You get dating, I get mental health.
Right. So can you talk to me about the importance of depicting mental health and mental health workers on television and what you feel that character says to the world?
Well, 1000% important, obviously. Also, just being a minority actress, diversity in general is very important to me, and so that includes neurodiversity and mental health and all of that in between. So, yeah, I think it's really important, and I love being part of a show that represents all types of diversity, not just, neurodiversity and mental health and all that stuff, but race. We have so many different looking people on our show, and behind and in front of a camera, and so yeah, I think it just kind of goes into an umbrella of our show of depicting all kinds of people that don't really get the attention on TV, and I think that's really the core of what this show is about, which is really awesome. Yeah,
I love that. Thank you.
So this is Les from the TV Dudes. Jenna, can you talk a bit about your character and the complexities of balancing these storylines on the show? I can imagine how in some scenes there could be a tipping point for the audience of this is too harsh or too much. And how do you find that line in your performance?
Well, that's the thing, is that I think sometimes even when I am reading stuff that's coming up or, things in the script, it's easy for me to be like, oh, wow, I have to do a thing to make that work. But that's what's so great about Paige, is that it's all very real to her. And I think that's something we can all relate to, is that our selfishness comes through in relationships. There's nothing like a relationship that will bring out your selfishness. And I think that's what you see so much with Paige, and she just can't rein it in. Her heart is so on her sleeve. And so I relate to that, where certain relationships, as much as she tries to understand Sam and relate to Sam, she's never fully going to. That's just the reality of what it is. And Sam's selfishness sometimes gets in the way of their relationship, and hers often does too. And so I think that's actually a beautiful thing, though. Neurotypical versus not, still there's the same issues in a relationship, and it doesn't really matter who is what. It's just people's selfishness just gets in the way sometimes.
Do you want to guys to follow it?
Of course.
That heart on the sleeveness, did you feel that was in the character when you first read the script, or was that something that developed over time where you decided this is who Paige needs to be?
I think that's something that sort of came to me over time. When I knew that I was going to be doing this, I had no idea for how long. I thought maybe it was going to be 1 or 2 episodes. And so it was really me discovering her along with every episode. But I did start to find that she just completely lacks that ability to kind of the cool factor. She it's just not there. That filter is not there at all. And that's something that I kind of love about her, and that's kind of endearing, I guess, or sometimes terrifying. But yeah, she's kind of just that unfiltered version of myself, really, the unhinged, unfiltered version, which
Thank you for your candor.
Yeah. So, have I ever slit a penguin's throat on someone's lawn? No, but have I wanted to? Yeah, so, it's just, it's been fun to find that and just play and, really get to have fun with her.
That scene was amazing, and Team Paige forever. Can you guys talk a little bit about the casting process?
It was just like any other audition, right? Like you just get it and you go. But I will say, to this day, and when I read the script too, it's been a long time since I read something where I felt so much of everything. I read the script, I cried, I laughed, and I was like, this is so special. And, you know, we go on a ton of auditions where we're like, well, this isn't great, but at least I might get a job, you know?
Right.
There will be a
I won't
paycheck.
be unemployed.
Right. At least I'll get paid. But this was definitely not one of them, and I don't think I'm the only one that felt that way. But yeah, I read for Robbie and Mary, and then I read again for Jennifer and Seth, who directed the pilot, and just, I don't know. It was
And
just,
who could know the roller coaster that your character was going to go on? I mean, they have put you through the ringer.
they did. Yeah. The first season was quite a roller coaster. So yeah, it's been fun. It's a fun
great.
ride. Yeah.
And how about you? Can you share your casting story?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, like, for a role like this, I mean, I had no idea what it was going to look like. No idea at all. Every episode I kept expecting, like, this is where her character ends, and it just doesn't. But it was just one time reading with casting, and then I got a call a couple weeks later, and I was just like, wait, are they sure? Because I just never thought that I would get cast to play something more fun that way, or just like the kind of quirky, kooky, and like I never thought I'd get the chance to do that, and so it's been really fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
We're getting the wrap up, but would you guys mind to share what you're watching currently? What are you going to be binging on the plane ride home?
I'm loving Dead to Me right now.
Same.
So good.
Hard same. How about
I just finished When They See Us, and it's probably my favorite thing I've seen in years and years and years.
I just
It's
got goosebumps.
unbelievable. It's so good.
you? Thanks, ladies. This is great.
The TV Dudes is an independently run podcast and a member of the Electric Sweater Podcast Network. We are exclusively listener supported. If you'd like to help us out, go to patreon.com/tvdudes. You can like us on Facebook and Twitter @TVDudes. All the music for our show is by our friend and original TV dude, Gregory J. Amani Smith. To find out more about us, go to thetvdudes.com and electricsweater.com. I'm Grant Davis. Thanks for listening.